away from all the vultures. No scavengers here, just keeping it real. Big got it out the mud, but it feels so clear. So sit back, relax, and just let us lead you. If you're scrolling for no reason, then we don't need you. It's Big XL, he can't be stopped. Riding dirty forever, the home of real hip hop. Ride dirty, tell me y'all can't harm. I'm living fly in the sky with the stars. Ride dirty, ride dirty, ride dirty, ride dirty. Ride dirty, tell me y'all can't harm. I'm living fly in the sky with the stars. Ride dirty, ride dirty, ride dirty, ride dirty.
What up, world? It's your boy Big XL. This is the Ridin Durty show. We bridge the gap between hip hop and everyday life. I definitely got to say one time for everybody over at WRFG 89.3 FM. One time for the good people over at WeBlazingHipHop.com. I also got to say one time for our amazing sponsor, the good people at the I'm So Shirt Company. All right? I'm So Shirt Company designs shirts with you in mind, designed for you to rep who you are and what you represent. Make sure you visit them at the I'mSoShirt.com. Get you some real exclusive gear. Tell them Big XL and the Ridin Durty show sent you, okay? All right. Now, I hope everyone, number one, I got to say this. I hope everyone out there is staying safe, self-distancing, and basically quarantining if you can and have to. All right, make sure that you are not out and about. All right, make sure you're not out and about. If you don't have to go to work, stay at home, get to know your family, get to know your loved ones, and definitely stay safe. All right, stay germ-free as possible as you can. All right, now let's get into it. Today is Sunday, April the 5th. I got some birthdays I definitely got to send out real quick. Got to say happy birthday to super producer, entertainer, artist, rapper, singer, Mr. Pharrell Williams. Today, Pharrell turns 47 years old today, so definitely happy birthday to my man Pharrell Williams. Also, got to say happy birthday to comedian, entrepreneur, Miss B. Simone. B. Simone is part of Martin Lawrence's new Lit as Fuck comedy tour. B. Simone turns 30 years old today. Definitely happy birthday to her. Also got to say happy birthday to a former member of the 3 6 Mafia, solo artist, Mr. Juicy J. Juicy J turns 45 years old today. Got to say happy birthday to former cast member of the Rap Game. I think he was on Rap Game season 2 or 3. Lil Key turns 20 years old today. Gotta say happy birthday to reggaeton artist Bryant Myers. Bryant Myers turns 22 years old today. Gotta say happy birthday to former NBA player, Big 3. He's now a Big 3 coach and podcaster. He has a podcast on Showtime called With All the Smoke. Steven Jackson turns 42 years old today. And last but not least, I gotta say happy birthday to Sterling Brown. You might know him from the show This Is Us. He turns 44 years old today. So definitely happy birthday to everyone aforementioned. If you know them, definitely visit them on social media. Tell them happy birthday. All right, gotta switch up over here. First, I gotta say happy birthday to Bowtie Bobby, longtime friend of mine. We've been knowing each other since Bowtie Bobby was a youngster. He's definitely doing his thing on the positive hip hop tip. Happy birthday to Bowtie Bobby, aka Robert Hillman. Definitely doing his thing. If you ever get a chance to check out his music, please do. He's definitely a very positive brother doing his thing. I got a lot of love for him, and you guys should too. Also, got to say happy birthday. Got to say happy birthday to this guy. I saved him. I saved him for last, but definitely not least. Got to say happy birthday to my man DJ Tino, aka Martin Gutierrez. I've had a chance to walk side by side with this guy. This is like blood of my blood. Got to say happy birthday to my man DJ Tino, Martin Gutierrez. Man, I've never ever met a finer young man in my life. Definitely great father, great son, great brother, great everything. Man, he's definitely living life to the fullest. They're celebrating his born day. He's a real king, and if you know him, visit his page and definitely tell him happy birthday via his pops. All right? All right, now let's get into it. All right, like I said, today is Sunday, April the 5th. Let's see, we got some national holidays going on other than the birthdays I just mentioned. Again, everybody, support the people I just mentioned. Visit their page. Let them know you heard it was their birthday on the Ridin Durty show. Let them know happy birthday. Hopefully they're taking it easy. Unfortunately, they're probably not doing the things they want to because of social distancing, but still, hopefully they're making it the best day they possibly can make it. All right, now if you guys don't know, other than the birthdays I just mentioned, today, April the 5th, is National Deep Dish Pizza Day. All right, so while you're self-quarantining, while you're practicing social distancing, I know y'all done been to Walmart and done bought all the damn frozen foods. So go in your freezer, get that deep dish pizza, pop that thing open, whether it's in the oven or the microwave, get your favorite beverage, and enjoy your deep dish pizza today. Because, again, today is National Deep Dish Pizza Day. It gives pizza lovers a day to celebrate on at one of America's favorite eating favorites. All right. Now, if you choose to participate in National Deep Dish Pizza Day, make sure you hashtag Deep Dish Pizza Day. All right? And, again, make sure you tag Ridin Durty Radio for we'll know you're participating, as well as with the birthdays, man. If y'all choose to visit them on social media, tag them. Let them know you heard it was their birthday on the Ridin Durty show. All right? Do that for your boy. All right, one time for everybody on the check-in. I love you guys. What's up, what up, black man? What up, my man Avery on the check-in? Definitely one time for everybody. All right, let's see. Let's go over to a little news. Man, the one thing I got to say is, if y'all don't know, Chicago producer and artist Young Chop. If you're on Instagram, I got to tell you, Young Chop right now is the most entertaining thing on Instagram if you like drama. He is going at everyone. The crazy thing, he's from Chicago. He's living in Atlanta. He had a chance to work with Chief Keef when Chief Keef first came out. He is the most entertaining guy on Instagram right now, and now he's going at it with Sukiana. He's been at 21 Savage, he's been at Meek Mills, he's been at 808 Mafia, Mike Will. Man, if you got a name in this game, he's definitely been at them over the past week. I've been saying that he's trolling like hell because his album dropped, but if you want a good laugh, visit Young Chop's Instagram page. He's definitely funny. Can I say one time for all the DJs and the producers who are providing live entertainment via Instagram Live, man. We got a lot of beat battles, song battles, DJs doing their thing. So if you don't watch TV, want to watch TV, if you're tired of watching movies, tired of watching TV, well, go on IG, hit up your favorite artists. I'm sure they got something going on live. Matter of fact, one of the dopest things going on right now is the Erykah Badu Living Room concert series. Erykah Badu has definitely been killing it. Visit her page and make sure you sign up. The one thing I gotta say is, man, one time for all the cats who are quarantining and letting that gray go out like myself, man. We got a lot of guys, and I'm seeing on Instagram that y'all got a lot of damn gray. So welcome to the gray gang, all right? All right, man, gave you a little celebrity news, told you about celebrity birthdays, let you know that today is National Deep Dish Pizza Day, and I also want y'all to visit our amazing sponsor, the good people over at the I'm Soul Shirt Company. But now it's time for me to do what I like doing most, and that's bring you the people on the street, bring you the people that are cultivating the culture, the people that are helping taking it to the next level. Let me make the booth smell really, really good here. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today is no different than any other day on the Ridin Durty show. So I'd love to welcome to the show, producer, artist, sensational. What's going on, my G?
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Man, trying to maintain, trying to stay corona-free, trying to make sure this COVID-19 don't sneak up on me. What's happening with you?
Nothing much, man. You know, I'm just trying to stay out. You know, I'm trying to not get out a lot. I'm trying to stay in. I'm trying to stay in and like just stay away from all of this. You know, trying to stay safe.
No doubt, no doubt. So look, the first thing I gotta ask is let the people know where Sensational is from and what is your introduction to the music game. What made you want to get in the game?
Well, you can find all my stuff. I post it all up on social medias. I post it on Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud. I put it just about everywhere I can. I got into the music game because I went through a lot of dark stuff in my life, and it was really hard for me And so a therapist once of mine I talked to, she recommended music as being a really good way of channeling your emotions. So then I got into music, and I haven't stopped then. Like it helped me so much. And music has just been my biggest thing in my life. Like I don't really know where I would be if I didn't have music in my life for real. So like definitely music has just always been in my life. It's always been in my blood. Like my father's always loved music. My mother's always been loving music. She's been loving gospel music ever since she was born. And I felt like it was just something I was called for to do as well.
All right, now let the people know where you're actually from. Like, where are you from?
I'm stationed up here in Kentucky. I'm from Kentucky, around Louisville, not Louisville, I'm sorry, Lexington. Lexington, Kentucky. I go to college up there as well, and stuff at the University of Kentucky.
All right, so you're actually a college student. Okay. When did you decide to get into music and pursue it as a career?
Yeah, I'm a
Sorry?
Kentucky.
When did you decide to pursue music as a career? Yeah?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Can you say it again?
When did you decide to pursue music as a career?
Well, it took me a few years. I started using like a website to like make beats online and stuff. Like it was a free website you could go through. And then after that, like I showed it to a lot of my friends. They're like, "Man, this is really good. Like you should really start like actually making this like an actual job or something." I was like, I thought about it, and like I tried to, and I went into like using FL Studios to work around using the music and stuff, and I played around with it, and it actually just got way better and just kept evolving and getting better. Then I eventually decided, after I switched over to FL Studio about 5 years ago, I decided I wanted to actually start making music. Now at that time, I was only like 13 years old trying to make music. And like this just felt amazing. Like I loved making music, and it was like my favorite thing to do. And so every day I'd go home, get off from school, and like the first thing I'd do is I'd be on the computer just trying to make up some kind of concoction of music and just put it in there. I do lots of my music for free as well, which is my biggest thing about me, is it makes me different.
All right, now when you say you do your music for free, explain that to the people.
So my music is I'm a non-profit producer, so I don't require any money. I'll take donations if anyone's willing, but I don't require any money for my music. My music is all you got to do is just ask me, and I will freely give you the license to use my music at any time. My music is just free to use. No one really has to really do anything. It's literally, you can just take it, because I put my music out there as like a hobby for me and something to do. So it gives me something to channel something. If someone finds that they want to use my music for that, like for instance, even like I make a lot of beats and produce a lot of songs. And so if someone ever finds like something like they really like it or something, they're free to take it at any time. So like I said, I don't require anything from it. I'm non-profit off of it. Really the only profit I probably gain off of it is from my artist career, from like Spotify and those kinds of things. But other than that, my music is free for anyone to take.
All right, now, how has that been working out? Are people coming to you for your beats? Are you meeting a lot of people? How's the actual non-profit process working for you as an artist?
So it's actually working out really well. I've worked with smaller artists. I work with a lot of indie music. People who are like independent, like they don't really have a whole lot of look at or anything. I'll try to help them boost up. So I've worked with a lot of artists from California to New York to Florida. I worked with a few artists there. I do a lot of distance. Like people who are farther away from me, like it's pretty easy. I've kind of developed a method to being able to work with people who are not exactly in my studio. So it's a pretty great process that I worked up, and I kind of just did it all on my own. But it actually worked out pretty well. Like the profits on my Spotify are starting to go up. I'm starting to see as more and more people are starting to actually listen to my music on my Spotify and Apple Music and all that stuff. It's pretty great. Like I'm starting to see those increase a lot. Not only that, I'm also trying to work with other people who have larger fan bases to help get my name out there and other stuff like that. So it's really it's working out pretty well. I generally like the direction that it's going at right now.
All right, now, as a all right, as a producer, is that way like how do you work with artists that are abroad? Like say for instance, there's an artist in Atlanta and he would like to work with you, but he's not in a position to come to your studio in Kentucky. Like how do you work that out?
So the way we work that out is through a lot of things like Google Drive. And not only that, we'll also work with other studios in their local area. So usually I'll do my research when I find out where they're from, their closest city or something that I know of. And I have a few connections with a few producers that have given me connections to other producers and the recording studios out. So it gives me a good way to get them into an actual professional studio to get that recorded for them and have it sent to me. And that's usually the way I usually try to take that approach, is having them record in a studio local to them so that we can get that sent to me and I can produce it all the way through.
Okay, now I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. Now you say at a young age you've been through a lot of things. You've had to cope with a lot of pressures of life, like losing friends to suicide, gang violence, and drugs. Would you like to talk about any of that or some of the things that you've been through?
Yeah, so like I always felt like I was cursed. Like a lot of my friends at a young age, a lot of them died from suicide. I lost 7 of my closer friends in my life. People who I daily hang out with would die to suicide, whether that be depression of some sort. One of my homies, one of my best friends, I lived in the hood for a little bit, and when I lived out in those projects, like I met this kid who was really great, really talented, some really good stuff that he did. And one day I was coming over to his house, and I just noticed like there was all these gangs around, and I just noticed that there's something bad was going on. And I witnessed my homie get shot like that, and that really tore me up. It really sent me to therapy, and it really affected me when I witnessed that. And it was just a really hard time. I lost one of my best friends to an opioid addiction. He overdosed one day, and I got a text from his mom telling me about it. I even made a song about him that I ended up posting called Vision, which is all about like the vision that he sees to addiction compared to my vision that I see him. I see him as being this perfect and normal child, normal kid, normal and everything, but like in the sidelines, he's actually like addicted to this terrible thing that ended up eventually taking his life.
That's crazy, man. That's really crazy. And that's a lot to see through your young eyes. Now, the fact that your therapist recommended music, was that something that you were reluctant to pursue at first, or you just dived right in?
I got, when she said music, as a young age, I always loved music. Like, I'm very dependent towards music. I played the guitar for the longest time. I took lessons. My parents really tried to get me involved in the music a lot and stuff. And so when she recommended music, I kind of felt like, well, music is really powerful. I see that because I've been doing it, like I play the guitar a lot, and that was like really fun for me. So when she said music, I started thinking of like production, like actual like production. So I looked up all these things and did my research and tried to find out how do people do this kind of stuff. And it took me years to finally figure out how to use all the buttons and the dials and all these things. And over the time it just got better. But yeah, I pretty much dived right into the music. When she said music, I remember the first day I got home from school, I went in and started looking up how to work on music.
All right, no doubt. Now, as a producer, who are some of your musical influences, and describe your sound?
So influences towards me is a lot. I was really influenced by Poor Stacy, people like that, or like Juice. Some artists like that, like the Heartbroken type stuff. But really, my sound is not any like actual sound. As seasons change, like they constantly are changing. My music is constantly changing. It's not a specific genre. It's not this or that. It is everything. I can create almost just about anything. And my music is just very, very versatile like that. I tried to make my music like that because I see how other producers, they create the sounds, yes, and it's a very effective way to make yourself known, but my sound is not any specific type of sound. It's really just many different types. One day, my music can be very happy and cheerful. The next day, it can be sad and dark. Like, it's very all over the place. One day, I can be making a rap song. The next day, I could be making a country song. It's really all over the place.
All right. Is there a style that you prefer, and is there a certain type of artist you prefer to work with?
A sound, yeah, I think I go towards more of like, there's actually two. Like, some of my more favorite sounds I love to work on are like anything that helps me release my emotions. So like heartbreak music or like in love type music is like my favorite types of sounds to work on. They're the ones I work on primarily a lot, but they're not my biggest strengths. I do love to work on that kind of music though, because it really gets my emotions out when I listen to some of that stuff. I work on a lot of lo-fi as well, lo-fi music. An artist though, a certain artist I work with, I wouldn't really say there's anyone specific. I work with a lot of different artists, so it's a lot of smaller artists, so it's not really any specific person. There is a producer I love to work with and collaborate with. His name is Young King. He's on YouTube. He makes some really great beats and stuff, and he works with another really great artist named Kish, and we really just love to work on some stuff together. Like, I love to work on like music with him and stuff. Like, it's like the music that he makes is amazing, and like I really try to learn from him as much as I can. Like, he makes some really good stuff.
All right, tell me a little bit about why you chose the name Seasonal.
So, like I said, like as my music changes, it's not constant like seasonals. Like how seasons change all the time, my music changes all the time. So it's not a specific season. It's many different types of music. So that's why it went by seasonal. It didn't used to always go by seasonal. It used to go by a different name, made by Laka, which was kind of like a spin-off of Nav, because he used to go by Made by Nav. And then I kind of thought that was so cool. So then eventually I wanted my name to be more connected to my music. So I ended up changing it to seasonal because I noticed how my music is not a constant type of music. It's just constantly changing.
All right, no doubt, no doubt. Now let's talk about Seasonal as an artist. How do you categorize yourself as an artist?
I definitely would qualify myself as like more of a darker or a dark type. I do make a lot of darker music, sadder stuff, like heartbreak music a lot when I do like rap or sing and stuff. So that definitely is more of my style to go for when it comes to that, because just all the emotions that I've been through and all the pain and stuff, it kind of comes out when I make music. Like, I can't really stop it or prevent it from coming. It just flows out of me. Like, a lot of my music is not even written. Most of my music is freestyled off the top of my head of like what I am thinking at the moment. So, like, if I'm thinking of, like, if I'm having a bad day, my music is going to be very dark, probably. If I'm having a great day, it's probably going to be pretty bumpy, and we're probably going to get a little hyped off of it.
All right, no doubt. Now, before we play this, we're going to play this record entitled Mess. Tell me a little bit about the record, your thought process, and what went into making it.
So, Mess is it's a song all about just like how messy sometimes girls can be in my life. Like, they can go from just being there for me and then just not, and then like it's a mess when you see like someone like that, and like sometimes I can't even handle it like that. Like, I find myself sometimes being too dependent over a woman and needing someone to like be there for me when I find out someone's not really there for me. The biggest thing about the song though is that this girl was there for me. She was everything. She was always there. And then all of a sudden, she changed her mind. She like left and like didn't really want to come back. And then next thing you know, a couple of weeks passed by, and she wants to get back in. She wants to get back in. She felt bad. She's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me," and stuff. And then at that moment, I was just like, "No, like, you done hurt me enough. Like, I'm done. Like, you left me for that other guy, and now I don't want you back." So like, Mess is about a girl who is just have a messy life. She's having a hard time maybe, and like, it's just about a mess. Yeah, it's just, life is a mess sometimes.
All right, now before we play the record Mess, tell the people how to find you, because you know what, my mind is going crazy. I know a lot of young artists who are developing their careers that would love to get with you on some beats. So tell people how to find you, and also tell the people how social media has affected your career.
My primary source, if you want to communicate with me or collab with me, you can always hit me up on Instagram at seasonal_productions_. I'm on there all the time. That's the most place I usually am, is when I'm posting snippets of like songs and stuff. That's usually where it goes. My SoundCloud is usually the first to see everything. So my SoundCloud is just seasonal. My logo is an X. You'll see it with an X with all the seasons in every corner. So yeah, you should be able to find me through those ways, because definitely hit me up anytime if you ever need anything, because I'm willing to help anyone when it comes out to working on music, because I understand that struggle. I understand the struggle of trying to get music out there, and I feel like I've developed a way to help me get it out there, so I want to show other people how to do it.
All right, no doubt. Introduce this record to the world.
So this record is called Seasonal, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
Appreciate it, my G. You're gonna hear. It's called Mess.
The Mess. That's my bad. Yeah, it's called Mess. Please enjoy it.
All right, you're gonna hear more from me, my G. Keep doing your thing.
All right, thank you. Seasonal.
Bitch, I am the man right now. You look like a hot mess, chillin' on the side now, yeah. You be chillin' on the sidelines now. Now you gotta find out that the guy don't want you now. Bitch, I am the man right now. You look like a hot mess, chillin' on the side now, yeah. You be chillin' on the sidelines now. Now you gotta find out that the guy don't want you now. What's it like to know that no one really wants you? You don't want affection, do you want the money? How to? You just want a guy that's gonna give you everything that you want, yeah. Tell you that I'm not the one that's in the shit you want, yeah. Let me tell you, this is my situation. I'ma tell you what it's like and I'ma tell you the truth. I will never lie to you. Fuck it, I will never lie to anybody around here too, yeah. I'ma tell you what it is though. I'ma sit you down, tell you that money ain't the biggest thing, no. It really don't matter what the money, the wealth is, cause really all that matters is them passionate Vikings, yeah. It really don't matter about the money. Why you chasing guys after all of that money? Why you gotta be a gold digger for the money? Fuck that shit, you a hot mess for the money. You got money on your mind. Living life, you cannot fight it now, yeah. You just gotta keep it down. I'll tell you what it's like, just to battle a couple rounds. Bitch, I am the man right now. You look like a hot mess, chillin' on the side now, yeah. You be chillin' on the sidelines now. Now you gotta find out that the guy
90 seconds.
Bitch, I am the man right now. You look like a hot mess, chillin' on the side now, yeah. You be chillin' on the sidelines now. Now you gotta find out that the guy don't want you now. I'ma ride it like a city. I'ma show you what it's like when I'm living up the city, yeah, yeah. They just tell me what it's like. They just wanna live my life. They can have it. This is me. This is my life, yeah. This is me coming at you as a man. I'm just telling you, you don't gotta be fake with the man.
60 seconds.
Gotta chase for all the money. You a gold digger since the day you done started, yo. Man, hey, I'm just trying to fake. I do not run away when it comes to that, yeah. I'm just keep it safe, yeah. For heaven's sake, bruh. Why do you gotta come at me like that? You just chase my money, ask for 100K like that, man. Why you gotta snap your fingers all at me now? Man, why you gotta call on me now, yeah? Call on me now. Bitch, I am the man right now. You look like a hot mess, chillin' on the side now, yeah. You be chillin' on the sidelines now. Now you gotta find out that the guy don't want you now. Bitch, I am the man right now. You look like a hot mess, chillin' on the side now, yeah. You be chillin' on the sidelines now. Now you gotta find out that the guy don't want you now.
One time for my man Seasonal. Happy birthday. DJ Tino. My man Martin. Happy birthday. All right? All right, man. Y'all have a blessed day. Stay corona free. Be safe. Love each other. Yeah.